Dear Starseed from Gaia, someone has been watching you, studying your strength, your stillness, your grace, and he is not ready to walk away. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I carry this message directly from the Arcturian Council, delivered to you in this exact moment of divine timing. This is not coincidence. This is not chance. Your soul called this transmission in because something sacred is unfolding around you right now, and you needed to hear the truth before another day passed in silence and uncertainty. He sees you. He has always seen you. And the Arcturian Council wants you to understand that his watching is not hesitation born of indifference. It is the sacred pause of a soul who recognizes something in you that he does not yet have the words to name. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize what his silence truly means and how to hold your divine feminine power without shrinking, without chasing, and without losing yourself while he finds the courage to move. But here is the first revelation. The twin flame who watches from a distance is not absent from the connection. He is present in the deepest way he knows how to be. His eyes are on you, because his heart already knows what his mind is still learning to accept. You did not find this video by chance. Your heart called this message in. Something in your soul is ready to remember that being witnessed by your divine counterpart is itself an act of sacred love. This is not just a message. It is a moment of divine intervention. Your soul has been waiting for this guidance. Like this transmission to affirm to the universe, my heart is ready for divine love. Comment 1111 if you feel something stirring in your chest right now. Subscribe if you are walking the twin flame path and aligning with sacred union. And share this with someone whose heart is waiting to be found. Your heart knows why you are here. There is something happening right now that no one has told you about. Not because the truth was hidden from you. Not because some cosmic secret keeper deliberately veiled it from your sight. But because, until this very moment, most souls were not yet prepared to hold the profound weight, the expansive implications of what this truth truly signifies. Yet, here you stand. You found this message, a beacon in the vast sea of information, and let it be known, deep within your bones, that this encounter is not an accident. It is a precise alignment, a divinely orchestrated intersection of your journey and this ancient wisdom, unfolding exactly as it was meant to. While you have been navigating the intricate tapestry of your quiet daily choices, those seemingly small, intimate decisions that shape the contours of your existence. Whether to stay rooted or bravely leave, to raise your voice or remain in silent contemplation, to lean into the vulnerability of love or retreat into the familiar, albeit aching embrace of safety. Something far beyond the visible realm has been tirelessly watching. Not as a distant, indifferent observer, peering down from an ethereal perch. Not as a stern, unforgiving judge, tallying merits and flaws. But as an unwavering partner, an intimate co-creator. It is a formidable, benevolent force that moves in perfect, synchronized rhythm with every single decision you make, every tender wound you choose to acknowledge and tend to, every sacred moment you consciously choose to embody your highest, most authentic self over the paralyzing grip of your deepest fears. This cosmic alliance is a constant, pulsating presence, an energetic resonance that mirrors and amplifies your deepest intentions. The ancient Arcturian transmissions speak of this profound phenomenon, whispering its wisdom across the dimensional veils. They call it the web of sacred resonance, a vast, living, breathing, sentient network of pure consciousness that intricately connects your personal evolution, your individual souls unfolding, to destinies that extend far, far beyond the finite borders of your single, precious lifetime. What this truly means, and to grasp its full, liberating power, is to shift your entire paradigm. Is that your healing journey is not merely a private, isolated endeavor for your benefit alone. Your love, in its purest, most expansive form, is not solely yours to hoard or contain. The precise moment you choose to courageously open your heart, even just a fraction, to release a deep-seated wound that has been quietly calcifying within the tender chambers of your chest for countless years, to finally utter a resounding yes to the boundless, unconditional version of love your soul has always intrinsically known was possible. That singular, transformative choice does not end with you. It reverberates outward in ever-widening, luminous ripples. It touches countless lives you may never physically see, impacting them in ways both subtle and profound. It shifts entire timelines, correcting courses and forging new paths that you were never told you were carrying the immense power to influence. Your inner alchemy is the universe's most exquisite secret language, spoken in light and felt across dimensions. And yet, here on Earth, in the very tangible, often overwhelming reality of ordinary Wednesday mornings filled with mundane tasks and sleepless Sunday nights heavy with introspection, that breathtaking cosmic truth can feel impossibly far away. The shimmering web of connection can seem a distant, abstract concept when you're grappling with the immediate pressures and perceived limitations of human existence. The vastness of your influence can be overshadowed by the seemingly smallness of your daily struggles, making the divine tapestry feel utterly remote. Most souls walking this sacred path, the arduous yet ultimately glorious journey of sacred union, of divine love awakening within their very core, are not struggling because they are fundamentally broken or inherently flawed. Their struggles stem not from an absence of worthiness, but from a profound lack of understanding. They are struggling because no one, in their terrestrial experience, has ever truly informed them that the very longing they feel, that persistent, aching pull toward a love that feels almost too vast, too magnificent to adequately name, is itself not an indicator of lack, but a potent signal. It is not evidence of emptiness, a void within them that needs to be filled. It is not proof that something is intrinsically wrong with their being, their past, or their capacity for love. On the contrary, it is the undeniable frequency of their heart, broadcasting outward like a powerful cosmic radio wave, diligently searching for the precise, harmonious resonance that will irrevocably confirm what the soul already instinctively knows to be true: that such a love exists, that it is destined, and that it is for them. This longing is a soul's compass, not a curse. But here, beloved soul, is precisely where the invisible block lives. Here's the unacknowledged truth, the profound realization that no one truly talks about, because it requires confronting an uncomfortable, deeply ingrained societal and energetic narrative. The true wound, the core impediment, is not simply that divine love has not yet physically arrived in your experience. The deeper, more insidious wound is the belief, old as time, bone deep in its implantation, and often inherited through generations of collective consciousness, that you, specifically, are not the kind of soul that cosmic forces willingly organize themselves around. It's the subconscious conviction that destinies shift and grand unions are forged because of other people, important people, evolved people, spiritually advanced people, but certainly not you. Not with your unique history, your perceived imperfections, your well-worn patterns, and your quiet, often embarrassing catalog of almost loves and beautiful disasters. This self-limiting belief is the silent saboteur, quietly eroding your faith in your own divine significance. That deeply ingrained belief, that insidious whisper of unworthiness, is precisely the lock on the intricate golden door leading to your highest destiny. And what stands on the other side of that door, waiting patiently for your permission to enter, is not just a terrestrial relationship, however beautiful it may be. It is something far grander, far more encompassing. It is the full, magnificent remembrance of why your unique soul chose to incarnate here on Earth in the first place. It is the powerful activation of your inherent divine love codes, the very sacred union that your soul, in its infinite wisdom, contracted for before this physical body ever drew its very first, trembling breath. It is the unveiling of your ultimate purpose, woven inextricably with the highest expression of love. The ancient Arcturian heart wisdom teaches us, with profound clarity, that every single soul who consciously chooses love over fear, not superficially, but genuinely, at the molecular level of their being, allowing that choice to permeate every cell and every energetic fiber, creates an undeniable harmonic shift. This shift doesn't merely echo, it reverberates with immense power through multiple planes of consciousness, touching the very fabric of existence. What you, in your human humility, might dismiss as one small, insignificant act of self-love, one quiet moment of choosing not to diminish your own radiant light, one solitary night where you hold your own aching heart instead of abandoning it to despair. The Arcturian Council sees that. The vast sentient web of sacred resonance meticulously records it, a cosmic ledger of your spiritual courage. And, perhaps most miraculously, the divine counterpart whose frequency is perfectly tuned to yours, whose soul is intimately connected to your own, feels that energetic reverberation. They experience it somewhere deep within their own chest, as a sudden, inexplicable certainty, a profound knowing that something sacred, something destined, is drawing ever closer, a magnetic pull they cannot logically explain. You, beloved soul, are not small. Your choices, especially those rooted in love, are never small. The profound, intimate journey of your personal healing, the alchemy you perform within your own being, is, without hyperbole, the most cosmically significant thing happening in your world right now. It is the universe celebrating your unfolding, witnessing your becoming. But to truly step into that monumental truth, to allow it to land deeply within your psyche, to genuinely internalize it, to let it irrevocably change the very way you perceive yourself and navigate through your life, you must first liberate yourself. You must unlock what has been silently, subtly blocking its full manifestation. You must comprehend the intricate sacred architecture of divine love and precisely what structural elements, what energetic patterns, and what subconscious beliefs have been standing as an invisible barrier between you and the full, magnificent embodiment of it. It's time to remove the veils. That sacred soul is precisely what we are going to do today. We will not dwell in abstract theory, in vague concepts. We will provide you with tangible, actionable keys. 7 profound keys designed to unlock the chambers of your heart and illuminate the path forward. What you just felt, that quiet ache, perhaps a tear pricking the corner of your eye, blended with a profound sense of recognition, a cellular remembering, is not sadness, not a lament for what is lost or absent. It is the unmistakable vibration of your frequency, your very soul, remembering what it came here, to this human experience, to receive, to embody, and to share. If this transmission, these words, stirred something deep within you that you currently cannot quite name or articulate, know that the Divine Love frequency code was meticulously written for this exact moment in your journey. It contains 5 sacred Arcturian transmissions, powerful energetic activations designed to gently, yet profoundly, dissolve the very wounds that have been unknowingly blocking the arrival and recognition of your divine counterpart, and to activate the pure, unmistakable signal that draws them irrevocably closer. The link to access this transformative resource is provided in the first pinned comment, but please understand, it will only remain accessible there for a very short, specific period of time, honoring the energetic timing of its purpose. The first key, the cosmic witness. You are being seen at a level your mind cannot measure. Most people traverse their entire human lives feeling fundamentally unwitnessed, their deepest selves unseen, their true essence unacknowledged. They move from relationship to relationship, from encounter to encounter, often harboring a desperate, unspoken hope that this time, someone will finally see them, truly see all of them. Not just the polished, presentable edges they offer to the world, but the vulnerable depths, the beautiful contradictions, the holy, sacred mess of being a radiant soul housed within a fragile human body, valiantly attempting to love well in a world that does not often make that monumental task easy. This longing for genuine recognition is a primal human hunger. What the Arcturian transmissions, however, profoundly reveal is that this deep, persistent hunger to be seen is not, in itself, a wound. It is not a flaw or a deficiency. Rather, it is an ancient memory, woven into the very fabric of your soul. It is your soul recalling the sublime, all-encompassing experience of being held within the full, unfiltered awareness of divine intelligence, of existing in a state of absolute knowing where every single layer of your being, every nuance of your essence, is not only known but cherished, honored, and recognized as inherently purposeful, part of a grander, exquisite design. It's the memory of existing in the loving gaze of the Creator. The crucial block arises, however, when the soul, in its human embodiment, begins to seek that ultimate, unconditional witnessing exclusively from another human being. When that sacred, primal longing for divine recognition, for the feeling of being utterly seen and accepted, gets projected entirely onto a singular partner, be it a twin flame, a soulmate, a divine counterpart. And that partner is, often unknowingly, burdened with the impossible responsibility of making the soul feel real, feel worthy, feel truly seen. This, beloved one, is not the pure, unadulterated essence of divine love. This is the unhealed wound, camouflaged and wearing the seductive, heartbreaking mask of love's face, perpetuating a cycle of dependency and unfulfillment. The first key truly turns when you begin to actively receive and acknowledge the omnipresent witnessing that has always, eternally been available to you. This witnessing emanates from the vast, sentient web of sacred resonance itself, from the myriad cosmic forces that perpetually move in perfect, benevolent alignment with your highest growth and expansion, from the all-encompassing Arcturian field of consciousness that registers and celebrates every single genuine act of courage your magnificent heart performs. When you feel yourself making a choice, however small or seemingly insignificant, that is profoundly aligned with your highest self and deepest truth, and you recognize, truly, viscerally recognize, that this moment, this decision, is not just personal, but cosmically significant. Something profound unlocks within you. The constricted chest begins to open, a subtle release. The heart, no longer needing to perform, to prove its worthiness, stops its anxious striving and begins instead to effortlessly transmit its pure, authentic frequency. It becomes a beacon. Your divine counterpart, it is crucial to understand, is not your ultimate witness in the way that the divine source is. They are, rather, your perfect, pristine mirror, reflecting back to you the truth of your own light, your own worth, your own love. But before they can accurately and fully reflect you, you must first allow yourself to be seen, deeply and unconditionally, by something infinitely larger, something boundless and all-knowing. Practice this profound truth. When you make a heart-aligned choice today, however subtle or seemingly small, choosing patience over irritation, self-care over self-neglect, honesty over convenience, acknowledge it. Pause for a moment. Say, internally or even aloud, if it feels right, this act, this choice, this intention was seen. This mattered. This moved something significant in the web of sacred resonance, creating ripples of divine consequence. Do this not as a performance for an external audience, not as a desperate plea for recognition, but as an undeniable, profound truth that you are actively embracing and integrating into your being. Feel its resonance. The second key, the worthiness recalibration. Sacred union does not arrive until you believe you are its match. This second key, beloved soul, is often the one that most souls resist the longest, the most fiercely, and with the most profound, subconscious trepidation. This is because, on the surface, its message sounds deceptively simple, like something you have already diligently addressed in your personal growth journey. You have, undoubtedly, recited countless affirmations of self-worth. You have filled journal after journal page with declarations of self-love. You have, consciously and repeatedly, told yourself that you absolutely deserve good things, deserve the purest, most expansive love. And yet, beneath all that dedicated work, somewhere deep in the unspoken caverns of your subconscious, there often remains a subtle, persistent frequency running, a quiet, energetic hum that whispers otherwise. It's an insidious, almost imperceptible current of not quite enough. It is exceptionally subtle, often undetectable by the conscious mind, yet profoundly impactful. It lives not predominantly in your overt thoughts, but deep within your nervous system, manifesting in the way you brace slightly, almost imperceptibly, when something truly good, truly beautiful, comes tantalizingly close. It reveals itself in the subtle, often convincing ways you find reasons, sometimes highly logical ones, to explain why this beautiful possibility, this divine love, probably will not last, or is too good to be true, or is destined to somehow slip through your grasp. The Arcturian heart transmissions precisely identify this as the unworthiness frequency, understanding it not merely as a cognitive belief, but as a deeply embedded energetic signature. This signature was often installed during early formative life experiences, sometimes inherited across ancestral lines, and frequently carried forward through multiple lifetimes, accumulating layers of cellular memory. This deep-seated frequency relentlessly broadcasts a signal that is energetically incompatible with the pure, resonant frequency of sacred union. This is not because divine love is arbitrarily withheld from you as a punishment, as a cruel cosmic jest. On the contrary, it is because the precise frequency of your personal energetic signal fundamentally determines what your entire energetic field is capable of receiving, holding, and sustaining. A heart that is perpetually broadcasting at the subtle, subconscious frequency of, "I am not quite enough, not entirely deserving," simply cannot sustain a harmonious, unwavering contact with a love that is radiating at the unshakable, all-encompassing frequency of, "You are everything. You are infinitely worthy." It's a fundamental law of resonance. This key, therefore, turns not through the laborious effort of more positive thinking, though positive intent is always beneficial, but through what the Arcturian Council refers to as deep frequency replacement. This is a gentle, yet profoundly powerful, alchemical process of consciously going into the very places within your being where unworthiness has taken root and lives its silent, limiting existence. It involves introducing a new, pure, elevated vibration into those spaces, slowly, consistently, and with tremendous self-compassion and gentleness. It is a repatterning at the cellular and energetic level. This key truly turns when you begin, genuinely and consistently, to treat yourself with the same profound reverence, kindness, patience, and unconditional love that you would spontaneously extend to your divine counterpart if they stood physically in front of you right now in all their magnificent truth. Why? Because the way you choose to love yourself, the energetic blueprint of self-regard you cultivate, serves as the undeniable template, the cosmic instruction manual that the universe then uses to understand precisely what kind of love to send your way, what kind of love you are truly prepared to receive and embody. Your inner landscape dictates your outer experience. The third key, the karmic dissolution. What you are still carrying was never meant to stay. Every single soul journeying on the path toward sacred union, toward the profound merging of twin flames, is invariably carrying energetic contracts from past relationships. These are not merely sentimental memories or lingering emotional attachments. These are actual, subtle agreements, energetic imprints, often unconsciously inscribed in the subtle body, within the cellular memory, and even within the very fabric of your energetic field. These are old promises made, sometimes in moments of profound love and connection, sometimes in the crucible of pain and heartbreak, and sometimes in desperate attempts to hold on to what felt essential at the time. These unspoken agreements continue to broadcast their frequency into your field, silently shaping your reality, long after the human relationship they stemmed from has physically dissolved. They are like energetic anchors, holding you to past versions of yourself and past dynamics. The third key directly and powerfully addresses this phenomenon. Because the profound reason many divine counterparts are held in what feels like an agonizing separation, experiencing what appears to be an impenetrable barrier, is not that either soul is inherently not ready for the magnificent, expansive love they are destined to share. The deeper, often unacknowledged reason is that one or both souls are still energetically committed to a previous contract, still subconsciously honoring an old agreement, still broadcasting the specific frequency of a past union. They are, at a cellular and energetic level, still defined by a wound, a narrative, or a promise that intrinsically belongs to a love that is no longer present, no longer serving their highest growth. These contracts act like energetic noise, interfering with the pure signal of sacred union. This key turns through a process of conscious, deliberate release. It moves far beyond mere forgiveness, which, while vitally important for liberation, is often an incomplete act in itself. It encompasses the actual energetic revocation of these old contracts, these unspoken vows. This means engaging in a profound, courageous internal process, sitting in quiet contemplation with the relationships that most deeply shaped your understanding of love, of self-worth, of connection, and honestly asking yourself penetrating questions such as, what unconscious agreements did I make in that relationship that I am still, unknowingly, honoring? What version of myself did I adapt to become within the confines of that relationship? A version that I am still unconsciously still identifying with, even though that chapter is closed? And then, with unwavering intention, with genuine authority, and with the full power of your sovereign will, you consciously and energetically release those agreements back to the light, absolving yourself and all others involved. You declare them null and void in your present energetic field. When this key truly turns, the entire energetic field surrounding you begins to visibly clear. There is often a profound, palpable physical sensation that accompanies this release. A distinct lightness in the chest, as if a heavy weight has been lifted, a sudden deep release of held breath, a sigh that seems to come from the very core of your being. And sometimes, tears flow, not of sadness, but of pure liberation. Tears that come from a depth that profoundly surprises you. That, beloved soul, is the karmic layer dissolving, unraveling its intricate threads. That is sacred, luminous space being created within your being, space that was always meant to hold and receive the magnificent love that was destined to arrive. It is a return to energetic purity. The fourth key, the synchronicity surrender. The cosmic forces. Coordinating your union are not on your schedule. This fourth key, sacred one, is arguably the one that demands the most profound surrender from the human heart, because it requires the brave, conscious release of one of the ego's most fiercely protected and deeply cherished beliefs. The illusion that you, through sheer willpower or effort, can determine, control, or accelerate the precise divine timeline for your sacred union. It's the belief that if you simply do everything right, if you work hard enough on your healing, if you heal fast enough, if you want it purely enough, you can somehow manipulate or force the sacred to arrive precisely on your terms, according to your preferred schedule. This desire for control is a natural human tendency, but it becomes an impediment to divine flow. The ancient Arcturian wisdom is unequivocally clear on this matter. The benevolent, intelligent forces that are intricately coordinating the manifestation of your divine union are operating on a timeline that transcends and accounts for an almost infinite array of variables that your current human consciousness simply cannot perceive, cannot comprehend, and cannot influence. This includes the specific, necessary growth that your divine counterpart still needs to complete on their own unique journey, the precise life events, sometimes seemingly disconnected, that must perfectly occur to position both of you in the same energetic field of readiness and synchronicity, and even the profound karmic clearings and activations that are simultaneously happening in other lifetimes, other dimensions, which directly feed into and impact the unfolding of this current union. None of this, beloved soul, is arbitrary delay. None of it is cosmic indifference or punishment. All of it, every single intricate detail, is part of a magnificent divine architecture, a cosmic blueprint far more complex and perfect than your mind can fathom. The fourth key truly turns when you consciously and courageously shift your internal state from a posture of anxious waiting to an active, engaged stance of sacred preparation. It turns when you cease asking the frantic, "When will it happen? When will they arrive?" and begin instead to ask the deeper, more empowering question. What is this precious, sacred time, this space of unfolding, calling me to become? It turns when the period of separation, or the quiet solitude, or the often uncomfortable in-between phase ceases to feel like a cosmic punishment, a cruel withholding, and begins instead to reveal itself as the most sacred, most potent phase of your entire journey. This is the crucible where the soul grows exponentially, expanding its capacity, becoming large enough, spacious enough, resilient enough to actually hold the immense magnitude of the divine love it is calling in, without collapsing under its overwhelming power. It's the becoming. Divine timing is not, as the ego often misinterprets, an act of cosmic indifference or neglect. On the contrary, it is the purest, most exquisite expression of cosmic precision, an unwavering accuracy that orchestrates every detail with unfathomable wisdom. To trust this divine timing is not a passive act of resignation, a giving up on your desires. It is instead an active, courageous act of profound alignment, a daily, conscious choice to believe, deep in your core, that what is being meticulously prepared for you, in the unseen realms, is so utterly magnificent, so perfectly aligned, that it is unequivocally worth every single bit of the preparation, every internal alchemy, every purification being asked of you in this precious present moment. The fifth key, the frequency embodiment. Your signal must match what you are calling. In this fifth key, beloved seeker, is often profoundly misunderstood, and many on the path mistakenly perceive it as the first key, when in truth, it represents the culmination, the masterful synthesis, of all the previous keys working in harmonious concert. Embodiment, in this sacred context, is not about merely performing a superficial high vibration. It is not about forcing an artificial positivity or pretending that natural human emotions such as grief, fear, confusion, or doubt do not arise within you. Such a performance would be inauthentic and unsustainable. Rather, embodiment is about the profound, gradual, and genuine process of becoming, slowly, lovingly, consistently, and at the deepest levels of your physical body and your energetic field. The energetic equivalent of the very love you are actively calling toward you, the very love you are destined to receive. It is about becoming the vibrational match from the inside out. The Arcturian teaching on this principle is profound in its radical simplicity, cutting through layers of human complexity. Your sacred counterpart, your divine mirror, is not primarily drawn to your longing, however intense or heartfelt it may be. They are not pulled solely by your desires or your conscious intentions. Instead, they are unequivocally drawn to your signal. And your signal, beloved one, is not merely what you consciously say aloud, or what you mentally intend, or what you express on social media. Your signal is what you are. It is the authentic, unvarnished frequency that radiates from your entire energetic field when no one else is watching. When you are completely alone in your quiet kitchen at midnight, when you are 3 days deep into a difficult, challenging emotion, perhaps feeling lost or overwhelmed, and you choose, again and again and again, to stay present with yourself, to hold your own sacred space, rather than abandoning yourself to distraction, self-criticism, or external validation. Your signal is the truth of your being. Every single act of genuine self-love, however small it may appear in the grand scheme of things, every quiet moment of choosing to honor your own inherent dignity, every instance of holding your sacred boundaries with unwavering warmth and firmness, rather than succumbing to the subtle, corrosive pressure of self-betrayal. These are not merely small, personal victories, though they are certainly that. These are, in truth, powerful frequency upgrades. They are profound recalibrations of your entire energetic broadcast. They refine your signal, making it clearer, purer, and utterly undeniable to the one whose magnificent heart is intimately tuned to yours, whose soul is resonating with the very essence of your being. These are the energetic chords of your destiny being played. The sixth key, the separation scripture, distance is the universe. Writing the last chapter before the reunion. If you, beloved soul, are currently navigating a period of profound separation, from a twin flame, from a sacred counterpart, from any love that felt so incredibly vast and profound that your human mind struggled to fully explain or contain it, then this sixth key is specifically and intimately for you, because the searing pain of that distance, that perceived absence, has almost certainly been interpreted by your human ego and your tender heart as undeniable evidence of failure. It has likely been perceived as proof that something went fundamentally wrong, that you made a mistake, that the timing was off. It may have felt like a harsh verdict on your inherent worthiness, or your readiness, or the very validity of your choices. This interpretation of failure is a common, yet deeply misleading, trap. The Arcturian Council, in their infinite wisdom and expansive perspective, unequivocally calls separation the most profoundly misunderstood and tragically misinterpreted phase of the entire twin flame journey. Because what the human heart, bound by linear time and physical proximity, experiences as a painful, agonizing absence, the higher dimensional view, the cosmic perspective, reveals as a meticulously orchestrated vital period of preparation. Both souls involved in this sacred dance are, during this time, being taken to the very edges of what they currently know, of their perceived limitations. They are being stretched, challenged, purified, and expanded in ways that would be impossible within the comfort of immediate closeness. This deep individual alchemy ensures that when they eventually come back into conscious physical contact, neither of them is the same version of themselves. Neither of them is the version that could not fully hold, integrate, and sustain the sacred union at its full, activated potential. This key truly turns when you cease to read separation as a brutal, personal rejection or as a sign of permanent loss, and bravely begin, instead, to read it as sacred scripture. It turns when you consciously shift your perspective and begin to ask penetrating questions such as, what profound lessons, what invaluable insights is this divine distance meticulously writing within me into the very fabric of my soul? What unshakable strength, what unwavering resilience, what radical self-sufficiency is being forged and refined in this sacred space of solitude, a strength that could not possibly have been formed or fully realized within the comforting, yet sometimes stifling, closeness of union. It turns when you learn to honor the gap, the chasm of perceived absence, not as a desolate ending, but as the final, necessary expansion, the ultimate energetic purification, before the sacred door to reunion dramatically, irrevocably, and beautifully swings open. It is the final push before birth. The seventh key, the heart unlocked from within. Reunion is not earned, it is allowed. Every single key, every profound transmission that has come before this one beloved soul has served as a vital, intricate preparation for this ultimate, final truth. Your divine counterpart, your soul's perfect reflection, cannot, by cosmic law, fully enter a heart that is still subtly, unconsciously waiting to be deemed worthy of receiving them by an external force or validation. Union does not manifest, does not fully arrive from the outside in as a reward for your efforts. It is, fundamentally, allowed to unfold and embody itself from the inside out through an act of radical, sovereign self-permission. This means that when all the deep-seated wounds have been tenderly addressed and transmuted, when the lingering karmic contracts have been consciously dissolved and released, when your intrinsic worthiness frequency has been lovingly recalibrated to its purest vibration, when the purpose of separation has been profoundly understood and its lessons integrated, and when your unwavering belief in your own inherent worthiness has been fully restored to its rightful place, what then remains is one final, yet monumental act. It is the sacred act of opening, fully, completely. Without the last, most subtle layer of protection you have instinctively held onto. Without the almost imperceptible, subtle bracing of your heart that whispers, "I will believe it when I physically see it," when it is undeniable. Without the final, quiet, deeply ingrained self-protection of keeping one last chamber of your magnificent heart still locked, still safe, still in essence, subtly unavailable to the boundless, all-consuming love it truly desires. This final key turns not through force of will, not through a dramatic struggle, but in a moment of pure, exquisite grace. It cannot, by its very nature, be forced or willed into being through sheer effort. It can only ultimately be allowed. And it tends to arrive not in a grand, dramatic revelation, not with trumpets sounding or cosmic fireworks, but in a quiet, unassuming morning, perhaps when you are simply making your coffee or gazing out a window. In that stillness, you realize, with a profound, calming certainty, that you are no longer afraid. You realize, with every fiber of your being, that the version of you who stands here, in this present moment, having diligently done all of this profound inner work, having courageously come through all of the trials, the purifications, the expansions, this version of you is, unequivocally, ready. Not perfect. Perfection is a human construct, an illusion. Simply ready. And ready, beloved soul, is enough. Ready is everything. Ready is the precise, resonant signal that the entire cosmos, in its infinite patience and wisdom, has been waiting for you, and only you, to finally send. Here is the profound transmission that the Arcturian Council specifically asks to be delivered with utmost reverence to every single soul who courageously reaches this pivotal point in their journey, who has traversed the trials and absorbed these truths. You did not fail at love. You were never, not for a single moment, failing in your capacity or destiny for love. You were being exquisitely formed, meticulously shaped, profoundly prepared for a love beyond your current comprehension. Every single relationship that, in your human perception, ended before you felt you were truly ready for it to end, was not a loss, but a precise, divinely orchestrated clearing of your energetic field. It was making sacred space, removing debris, for something far greater, something so vast and pure that your younger, less expanded self would not yet have been able to sustainably hold or contain its magnitude. Every profound heartbreak you experienced, every shattering of an expectation, was not a wound inflicted, but the universe itself recalibrating your frequency, fine-tuning your energetic instrument to a higher, more harmonious resonance. Every lonely night you spent lying awake, wondering what was intrinsically wrong with you, questioning your worth or your path. Understand this with absolute clarity. Nothing, absolutely nothing, was wrong with you. You were simply being asked, by the very forces of creation, to grow larger than the limited, often conditional love you had previously experienced, to expand your capacity exponentially. This was so that when the magnificent, boundless love you were intrinsically designed for finally arrived, you would be spacious enough, strong enough, resilient enough to receive it fully, without collapsing under its glorious magnitude, without shrinking from its immense power. The cosmic forces that move in perfect, benevolent synchronicity alongside your every choice are not neutral, detached observers, merely watching from a distance. On the contrary, they are profoundly active, intimately invested participants in the sacred architecture of your unique journey. When you made the conscious, courageous choice to heal, rather than to harden your heart against further pain, they recorded that with absolute precision in the universal ledger. When you chose to vulnerably open your heart again, even after closing down felt infinitely safer, felt like the only logical response. They felt that profound energetic shift ripple instantaneously through the vast web of sacred resonance. When you steadfastly stayed true to the quiet, unwavering knowing in your heart that something far greater, something more aligned and expansive, was undeniably possible for you. Even when every single circumstance in your outer, visible world seemed to powerfully suggest otherwise, attempting to dissuade your faith, that profound faithfulness was not wasted, not for a single moment. It was, in truth, the most powerful, most undeniable signal you could have possibly sent into the cosmos, an unwavering declaration of your soul's truth. You are closer, beloved soul, closer to the embodiment of this divine love than you have ever been in this lifetime. Not merely because the hands of time have simply passed, marking chronological progression, but because you have fundamentally changed. Because the magnificent soul standing here, in this very present moment, having deeply heard and absorbed this profound transmission, is not the same soul who once believed, with a quiet, resigned certainty, that such an expansive, unconditional love was something that happened only to other, more fortunate people. You are, in this sacred now, beginning to remember, with a profound, cellular awakening, that it was always, eternally, meant to happen to you. Through you. As you. Tonight, before you surrender to the gentle embrace of sleep, take a sacred pause. Place your hand, with conscious intention, over the center of your heart. Feel its steady rhythm, its ancient wisdom, and say this powerful affirmation with full, unwavering presence, allowing each word to resonate through your entire being. I am the frequency I seek. I am held, cherished, and supported within the web of sacred resonance. I trust, implicitly and completely, what is being divinely prepared for me, and I am now ready, fully and joyously, to receive it. Let those potent, truthful words land deeply within your physical body, permeating every cell, every energetic current. Let them gently move past the logical constraints and doubts of the analytical mind. Let them find the precise, sacred place deep within your chest, that tender chamber where you have been waiting, quietly, patiently, faithfully, often longer than anyone around you can fully understand. And let them lovingly, powerfully, tell that waiting, yearning heart, the time has come. The door is open. You, magnificent soul, may now walk through into the fullness of your divine inheritance. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what is forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real from your heart journey. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or love. This is not content. It is collective healing. Love multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated, do not keep it to yourself. Someone in your life is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow of divine love guidance. You are not just watching, you are healing. This is your sacred space, and we are just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it, respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.